going to share a little backstory with you as to why canning became a passion of mine. So years and years ago, I would go to Aunt Marty's house. Aunt Marty lived in the mountains of West Virginia. She was just the most amazing home gardener. I remember we would go to her home for Thanksgiving every year, and she would say, Annette, go down to the basement and grab me some canned green beans or corn. And I would go in this basement that was, you know, like your idea of colder, darker basement, and she had this amazing canning closet. And as a little kid, I was like 6 years old, you know, you go in there and you see these shelves with jars lined, and she had everything labeled. And it was something that always stuck in my mind as a little kid, just the thought of, well, this is so cool. Did you grow all this food and you canned all this and you have it here to eat? And of course, Thanksgiving was like the best meal. Everything was fresh, homegrown, all the things. And 6, 7 years ago, my husband and I decided, hey, we want to kind of move to the country and do something different. And so when we came out here and started gardening and growing our own food, it kind of reminded me of that time, and it was really special to have her come here. She was in her 80s at the time. And when she explained canning steps and things to me, they didn't seem as scary. They weren't as overwhelming. And it was just such a true joy to see the homegrown tomatoes that I had grown and cared for turned into this amazing sauce that I could enjoy in the winter months when you no longer have fresh tomatoes outside. And I think that was the whole goal when I wanted to do this canning course, is to show you that it doesn't have to be scary as long as you follow, you know, recipes that are tested and approved and you follow the right steps. It's something that kind of just becomes a part of what you do. I mean, we make home cooked meals for our families. You can actually preserve food that you have grown. And if you didn't grow it, that's okay. You can get food at a local farmer's market or at the grocery store, but you can preserve food, and it makes you more self-sustainable. Like, you now know how to do some of those things in your own home, and maybe you don't have to go to the grocery store and buy that anymore. And I think that's such a cool thing, and it just was such a full circle moment when she was here and she was showing me all those things. And I want that for you. I want you to know that it doesn't have to be scary. I want you to know that it brings such fulfillment. I think one of the most amazing things is when you can see the fruits of your labor and you can really be like, wow, I did that. I did that from, you know, start to finish. It's something that then you can share with a friend, and it's really, really special. So that is why I can. You know, the methods of canning are maybe, some might think, as antiquated and old school, but it's really not. It's something that can still teach you so many valuable things, and it's something you can do now in our day and age and can be really enjoyed. And that is why I'm sharing that with you. Next, let's jump into the science of home canning.